Hey guys, this is the new chairman of UW, Black Sheep Bobby Dahl. I just want to tell you that you're watching the Front Row Fanatics, and don't you forget it.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to a FrontRowFanatics.com exclusive. We're here today with the legend, the Black Sheep, Bobby Dahl. As you know, this past Saturday, the Ecstasy of Gold tournament took place in Milton, Florida, where Pure Doug Pitt and Mr. USA T.A. Jones won the tournament and are your new tag team champions. Today, Bobby's going to give us a little insight on his thoughts of the Ecstasy of Gold. Bob?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I asked you here because I've been asked to do all these interviews, and I just hadn't felt like talking for a long time.
Absolutely.
But I just think it's time that I get everything out in, just out in the open. So, and now it's my time to talk. First of all, I would like to just to tell Doug and also TA, hey guys, great job. You know that those guys are my students.
I had heard something about that.
So, I mean, they earned it. I think it was a little bit wrong what happened, but the Ecstasy of Gold was a absolute sheer success, and it was the best wrestlers on the actual Gulf Coast. I mean, you know what, it was the best guys on the Gulf Coast, and they came together. You know what, Ultimate Wrestling has turned into the premier organization on the coast.
I'd have to agree.
Everybody that is anybody wants to get in. And over the past several months, I've been wanting to get out.
Right.
And I sat down after this last show, after what happened to me, and I'm going to tell you, this is the long and the actual short of it, was I got shafted, and I'm going to tell you how I got shafted. You know, I got hurt.
Right.
Okay? And I really wasn't supposed to wrestle. The doctor hadn't cleared me to wrestle. But the management told me that I had to wrestle, that I had to live up to my contract, but that I had to obligate that contract or else I would be fined.
Right.
Well, but then I got sick. So that not only was I injured, I was sick. Okay? So I go out, and they teamed me up with the Black Wolf. The Black Wolf has got a lot to learn. It isn't that he's not a good wrestler. He just has a lot to learn.
Right. Now, if I may play devil's advocate for a minute, do you think there was any malice of forethought in you being teamed with the Black Wolf?
What do you think?
I'd rather not say, but
yes.
The normal person would believe yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You think there were some shenanigans going on.
Diana Drake and Mr. Hirsch did that on purpose so that I could get out. And if you notice, there was never even a tag.
There was, but the referee mysteriously didn't see it.
Imagine that. Okay. The bottom line is this. I have done a lot of thinking, and things are going to change. Things are changing. Bobby Dahl has taken a direction here in the past a year or two that I don't like. I'm a class act. I am who the people pay to see. You know what? I am the actual, you know what? I have so many names. I am the chairman. I am the legend. I am the Black Sheep. But I'm also the franchise. Without me, UW would crumble. And I want to bring a little bit of class back into wrestling. I see so much stuff going on out there, you know, all of this junk going on the boards, all these videotapes, and all these green wrestlers who are, you know, just trying to get over, you know, by actually doing stupid stuff. It's junk, and I'm embarrassed by it. I'm embarrassed the way that the whole business is going. Back when I was brought up in the business, you were proud to be a wrestler.
Right.
You know what, you were proud to be a wrestler. You know what, you'd walk in somewhere, you know, and they'd go, you know, that guy's a wrestler, and yet you can just hold your head up and you can be proud of it. Nowadays, because of people out there trying to put themselves over with what they call cheap heat,
right,
it's embarrassing to be called a wrestler now.
It's not the genuine article.
You know what, guys have talent, right? Guys have talent, but they feel like that they have to get over with cheap heat. Well, I am here to tell you that I'm going to bring class back to the sport.
Well, that would be something, a big welcome change, if you would. Now you were talking about a change in some class, kind of like a throwback to the golden era of wrestling.
Absolutely.
I also wanted to ask you, since the tag belts are now around the waist of T.A. Jones and Doug Pitt, is this over with you and UW management, or is there still more
Oh,
to
no,
come?
no. You know what? There's always going to be some heat there. You know what? I can never look at them and then not know what they did to me. But I also want to thank them. Because basically, you made me step up to the plate. You basically made me realize that I either want to go wrestle for all of these other little rinky-dinks out there, or I basically want to be with UW, which is the hottest thing going today. Now, the other thing is this. I don't even need to be doing this.
Right.
You know what? 2.5 years ago, I didn't even want to get back into business. They asked me to come back. I started hanging around, and you know what? It is in your blood. And I want to make one more good run. And I am willing. As a matter of fact, I want to start at the bottom again. And I want to go through every single one of those guys. And I'm going to put those guys to the test. I want to test those guys to the very limits that they have.
Find out if they love the business as much as you.
Absolutely. Because I'm not doing this for the money, and I'm not doing this. I'm definitely not doing it for the fans, because I am my own biggest fan.
Right.
You know, I have actually said this, I don't know how many times. I don't need pro wrestling. Pro wrestling needs me. Indie wrestling needs me. UW needs me. The fans need me. And it's all about respect, and that's something that's lost in this business. People out there have no respect. They get pushed too quickly. They get trained and they get pushed way too fast. And what I want to do is I want to be the thorn in their side to let them know that things are going to change. Not only am I one of the toughest guys in this business, but I'm also one of the smartest. And you know what? Gold doesn't mean nothing to me. I mean, you know what? I've held the belts longer than anybody. You know what? I like Doug and I like TA. I'm also going to actually enjoy whooping the tar out of both of them. Because any good teacher knows that you train your guys, but you don't teach them everything you know. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. With all the things the management of UW has thrown at you, it seems like they would appreciate a wrestler of your stature, of your longevity, being with the company. But somewhere along the line, some of the, you've caused controversy up and down the Gulf Coast. That's no secret. You've held gold up and down the Gulf Coast. But some of the same things they say they hate about you, they seem to be doing right back at you.
You know why?
It confounds me.
You know why? Because the fact that you've got two owners who have never stepped foot in the ring. They have no idea what it takes to actually get in that ring to do what I do.
Right.
So then therefore it's easy to sit back in the back and to wreak havoc. All right? To basically mess with somebody's livelihood. But you know what? That's okay. Because they can do whatever they want, and it isn't going to touch my lifestyle. Okay? What I did, and I was wrong about this, was I let my ego and my anger take over. And in doing so, I actually lost a lot of matches, but that I really shouldn't have. I got prideful, and that was wrong. Now, don't expect me to be this good guy and all this stuff. I'm still Bobby Dahl, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to win a match. But I'm going to do it classy.
Right.
I'm going to bring back class. I'm going to bring back old school wrestling that all of these young pukes have no idea of what it is.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Front Row Fanatics.